Sadhguru, what is consciousness?
Oh. You're asking me like you've gone to a shop and asking, do you have toothpaste?
Anytime I speak more than a sentence, I get belted. So I'm asking shorter questions.
I'm sorry, that's not what I mean.
No, absolutely not.
See, the word consciousness today is being used very loosely in day-to-day conversations. They're just meaning to say you're thinking about something continuously, that's consciousness. Somebody has, environmentally conscious. Conscious is different, but environmental consciousness, some people are saying. No, environment is there. If you had little sense, if you paid little attention, everybody would know what is the problem, what is the solution. It's not a big deal. Now we are trying to make one big science to be studied, but the peacock that is going here knows everything that it needs to know about environment here, isn't it?
Yes.
Earthworm knows everything that it needs to know for its survival and well-being. It knows what's wrong, what's right that's happening here. So, it's not that you don't know with all the brains that a human being has. Definitely we know, but we don't want to know, or we are so occupied with our own mental chakkar. And the basic problem in human life is this: they're misunderstanding their psychological activity as existentially true. The same thing goes for God. Your psychological activity, your thinking is existentially true.
What does that mean? I'm not sure I follow.
Right now, what's happening in your mind, you think is true, isn't it?
Yes.
If I pull out your memory stick, suddenly all those things are not true.
Because there's no way to verify it.
No. You love your mother?
Yes.
If I take away your memory stick, your mother comes and stands here, you look like this, because you don't know who the hell she is.
Right.
So where is it? It's in your psychological space. I'm not saying it's not valuable. Psychological space is an important part of who we are.
Right.
But it's only in your psychological space, it's not existentially there, right?
Fair.
So this is so, your whole world right now is your psychological space, but you're thinking it's real. Shall I tell you a story?
Please.
See, if you build a castle in the air, I will appreciate you because you have fantastic imagination. It's great. In every detail, every brick in the castle you built mentally, fantastic. It'll do wonders to you. But after some time, you start thinking it's real. Then we say you are neurotic. After some time, you start living there in that castle. Then we say you're psychotic. Then a third person comes and collects rent for that castle. We call him a psychiatrist. All right?
Yeah.
I'm not trying to take away the value of psychiatry. When somebody is ill, it is necessary. If everybody was healthy, it would be meaningless.
Yes.
But somebody is ill, so it is necessary, that's a different matter. But this is like this, you build something in your mind, your entire life is in your mind, isn't it?
Right. Yes.
If I take away your memory stick, you still breathe, your heart beats, your liver functions, even your gallbladder does whatever nonsense it's supposed to do. Nobody knows what it does, generally, I'm saying, except doctors.
Right.
So, all these things will continue to happen, these are all existential. So the psychological space, if you understand it's only psychological, you would conduct it as a grand drama, wonderfully well. But right now, when you misunderstand it as an existential reality, it goes off the tracks and troubles you so much. All the suffering is because of this, isn't it?
Yes. And so, my question, which is, what is consciousness?
You understand psychological drama is created by you.
Yes, I understand that bit.
It's your drama.
That's my drama.
Whether you're a bad director or a good director of drama is a question.
Fair.
Yes.
Right.
Physiological drama is going on by itself.
Fair.
Once you create it, it just runs by itself, it's largely automatic. Now, if you are in that space that we call as consciousness. To put it technically, let us put it this way. In yoga we call this chitta. Chitta means an intelligence within you which is completely free from memory. Not an iota of memory is there, it's pure intelligence. That means it has no boundaries. If you touch it, you have no boundaries. It doesn't remember what is this, what is that, but it sparkles and shines on everything. This is called chitta. If you touch your chitta, then because the words are the way they are used. What it actually means and how it is used today are two different things. So today it's used in many ways. Leaving that aside, that would be appropriate to call that as consciousness, because it's an intelligence beyond memory or intelligence beyond the accumulations that you gather. A life intelligence. This is consciousness. If you are in that, naturally there would be no boundaries. If you are in that, naturally there would be no prejudice. If you are in that, naturally there will be no restrictions upon you because your intelligence shines. Right now you hang on to your memory so much because if you don't hang on to that, you have nothing. Yes or no?
Yes.
You really have nothing. You have a disability, that's all that'll happen. If I take away your memory stick, you are like a zombie. You are like a computer without software.
Fair.
Nothing, blank screen. But there is consciousness which shines beyond that. So, to be in touch with the whole effort, that we keep our physiological accumulation, which is my doing, and my psychological accumulation, which is my doing, I want to keep my doing this is called my karma. I want to keep my karma aside and know life the way it is, not the way I think it is. See, right now, we sit here and we are doing our own stuff. The peacock is walking around doing its own stuff. He is not interested in the subject matter what you're talking, he's just insected. Where is the next insect? Where is the next worm? He's carefully combing the
surrounding.
Yes. And the squirrels are screeching because they're worried the peacock will catch them and eat them. Like this, their life is going on. They're least interested in the nonsense that we will talk because this is all psychological structure.
Right.
In their psychological structure, they know where to get the right insect, where is the juiciest worm, where is it? All this they have figured out.
Right.
Probably.
Right.
Because that's their life.
Right.
So their psychological structure is designed to make their life efficient. Our psychological structure is designed to make our life efficient, but unfortunately people are using their psychological structure to make themselves most inefficient, miserable. It's become a misery manufacturing machine. It should have been a miracle because of all the instruments that you know on this planet, including your iPad or whatever else you may have. All these technologies are just a drop out of this, isn't it?
Yes.
But how come this is such a misery manufacturing machine? Because you don't know how to manage it.
Fair.
If I give you a very complex instrument, let's say you don't know how to ride a motorcycle, it may be the most wonderful thing, but if I give you, as far as you're concerned, motorcycle means broken bones, motorcycle means cracked head, motorcycle means death. This is how most people see it in most homes.
Yes.
You say, I want a motorcycle, first thing they'll say is, no way, because what? Motorcycle means death.
Right.
Yes or no?
Yes.
I know so many people who go, Sadhguru, my wife won't allow me to ride Sadhguru, otherwise I would come and ride with you. I said, it's all right, man, you stay at home, I don't want to get problems with your wife. You have yours, but I don't want to get problems with her. If you ride with me and you break something, what do I do?
Right.
Because this happened when I started suddenly, at 30 years I had not ridden a motorcycle. When I was very young, I lived on it. 30 years I got so busy, I did not even think of a motorcycle. Suddenly when I was in Rally for Rivers, because people in Mysore, Bangalore have heard of my motorcycling because on an average, I rode like 50 to 60,000 kilometers in a year, calendar year. So, even in the… they made a coffee table book about the Java SD thing, they said, I am the one who's ridden maximum in a year of that motorcycle brand itself.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So because of that, people knew, and when I was there, they said, Sadhguru, why don't you ride? I was driving at that time. I just thought, 30 years I have not even sat on a motorcycle, can I ride? They brought one motorcycle and said, Sadhguru, you must ride. In the evening, I looked at it and I felt little hesitant because I don't know if I can ride. Just didn't think about a motorcycle. Then I said, I'll take it little later in the evening. Around 9:45, I took it out so that the Bangalore traffic is little sensible. Then I sat on it in 2 minutes, I realized I haven't lost a day. Since then, I've been traveling everywhere on the motorcycle, both here and United States. And I also rode from London to Kaveri.
From London to Kaveri?
Yes.
All that distance?
You didn't know this?
No, I had
30,000 kilometers in 100 days I did.
I have known of your motorcycle adventures, but I didn't know this all the way. So you crossed all of Asia.
Yes.
Oh wow.
27 nations.
What was your favorite nation?
Wherever I am, it's always my favorite place.
It's always beautiful. My understanding of consciousness was that it is almost like this light that shines regardless of whether I'm alive or dead or I'm thinking or not. It continues past my physical body, passing and then on.
Then where are all those lights of all the dead people?
Yeah, that is exactly my question to you.
So many lights must be happening.
Some lights are probably on standby in the green room, will be pulled out later. Like, isn't that the matrix of rebirth or no?
No. No, not at all.
Yeah, because the complex mathematics to do, the population keeps expanding. How do you account for something like rebirth?
But the insect population has dropped, no?
It has? I don't think so.
Significantly.
Acha.
Yes.
Okay.
84% of the insect population is gone in the last 70 years.
Are they all upgrading?
Yeah, so much human population. People will get mad with me. No, life is not in arithmetic. Arithmetic is of transactions. Life is not transactional.
Is the idea of rebirth and past life real?
We've already gone through this, so I'll go through quickly.
Yes.
So when you say this is my body, this is my mind, obviously you're saying there's something more than these two things, isn't it? Whatever that is. So if there's something more than that, what is the nature of that and what does it do? With body, what does it do? Without body, what does it do? Body has to die because you picked it up, you have to give it back to the earth. Mind is just software, it gets destroyed, all right? So if to gather all this, there must be something more fundamental.
Right.
That fundamental, what is it? Essentially, you're asking what happens after death.
Yes.
Some things you know best only by experience.
To be decided. To wait for a while, huh?
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, your ability to experience this is at its best when you're alive. You don't do it now, but you want to know what happens after that death. It's a vain question, I'm saying. If you're interested in life, profoundly interested in life, you would naturally look at it. Where can you look? Can you put a hole in the coconut tree and look what is inside life? No.
No.
But you can turn inward and see what is the nature of my existence. That's all one has to do. This is why I said, if we don't teach anything to our children, every human being would be spiritual in nature. Not because of teachings, because it's the nature, intrinsic nature of human intelligence is, it wants to know. The moment you realize you do not know, search happens by itself. But now everybody's got ready-made answers. Where did I come from? I came from God. Where will I go? I'll go to heaven. Standard answers, all right?
Right.
Which just destroying the quest. If you don't tell anything, suppose nobody told you anything, no God, no spirituality, no going up, no going down, would your intelligence not inquire, what is this all about? Will it not?
Yes.
It naturally would. Every human being would inquire. In that, there is spiritual process, because spiritual process means to seek. The moment you say, I'm religious, we refer to you as a believer. The moment you say, I'm spiritual, we refer to you as a seeker. Once you're a believer, You always want to be in a flock. Once you're a seeker, your tendency is you want to be alone. Yes or no? Why do you need the company of people? Because if you believe something and nobody around you believes the same thing, you will feel like an utter fool. You need another 10 people to believe the same thing that I believe. Then only I feel good. If there are a million people, I'll feel very comfortable.
Right.
So, as I said, is truth the authority in your life or authority the only truth in your life? This is something you must come to terms with. If you're seeking solace, then you believe something. It's good. But if you're seeking a solution, you have to seek. It's harder. You just believe everything, I'm in God's lap, everything is fine with me. It gives you solace, you'll sleep well tonight. But if you have a question that torments you, you can't sleep, but you break barriers. That's the difference.
Guys, if you're enjoying the clips that we are putting out on this channel, you can consume all our podcasts in small clips right here. We chunk them together and release them just for your convenience. Do not forget to press the subscribe button.